Hey, yo, everyone. What's going on? Hope you're doing awesome. We're back. We're back at it again. Oops. Okay, so, oh, darn it. I have to go do that for Instagram. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, what's up, you guys? We are at it again. I'm getting live on Instagram too momentarily. So, welcome wherever you're joining from. There we go. Okay. Why is that not working? I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so we have a question from one of my agents right now. So, what's up? I am talking all things Hype Collective. We are talking all things real estate. I was asking who was on the LLC. So, today I was confused why they both need to sign. I told him I asked him who was legal on LLC. Was correct. Interesting. Okay. Let's have a convo about this. All right. So I literally live real time just got a text message from an agent of mine. I'm going to call her and help her figure out an LLC question. So live real time coaching with Jen. Let's freaking go. Hi, how are you? Good. Okay. So no, what you said was perfect. It's they should know who's and sometimes with LLCs there can be multiple people who own it or are managers for it, but only one person has to sign. It just depends on what the articles of incorporation state. So what is he confused about? Like,
well, because so Belle asked me, right? So I gave her because I was like, oh, I thought it was just one. So it's one LLC. So I thought just one, it was gonna be signed like under the LLC versus like the name.
Correct.
But she's like, no. But she said legally it has to still listen.
Well, yes. So like the official seller is the LLC, but the signature is actually a human signature. It's like a person. So you just need to know does like who the authorized signers are and if both of them have to. Yes. Okay. So go ahead.
So basically, I talked to the other one because he had questions about the contract, and then he's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna sign it. And then I emailed the other one that hadn't signed it. I was like, hey, Greg, we're just gonna get your signature. And he's like, why do we both need to sign it? And I was like, well, didn't you tell me you guys are both authorized to sign? So you guys both. So he was just confused why they both didn't sign it.
Oh, if as long as their documents, like their articles of incorporation, state that any one of them or the guy that signed it is authorized to sign on behalf of everyone, then that's fine. Then you only need one. You just so I would call up is it Bo? Or what's the or, oh, got it. Okay, so Greg, and he's the main guy you've been talking to, right?
Yeah. But he's the one that was like, why do we both sign it? Because I was like, well, John already signed it. So I was like, you're sure. But then I kind of felt stupid because I'm like, do they both need to sign it? Because it was kind of like.
It just depends. You could maybe so you could call up John if you're more comfortable with him and just be like, "Hey John, I sent it to both of you assuming both of you needed to sign, but with your LLC setup, do just you need to sign?" And just ask so they should either one of them should be able to tell you that. So maybe call John and say, "Hey John, I sent it to both of you just assuming both of you needed to sign on the LLC, but Greg seemed confused that you both did. So do I only need your signature to make it happen essentially? Like is that like per your articles of incorporation, is it fine if just you sign to make the sale?" And
but
then
but there's no way for me to look it up, right? Because he kind of also was, because I was like, well, that's what I asked you yesterday. So I could send it to the proper person. And then he was like, he kind of like interrupted me. He was like, well, did you look it up? So it almost made me feel like, fuck, maybe it wasn't.
no, I mean that no, that's something that like yeah, like their articles of incorporation aren't like that's not public information. So that I know of.
Usually it is the way it's set up. So usually it would be set up like as long as one signs, it's fine.
It
Or
just
is it both are required?
It just depends. So when they formulated the LLC, there would have been an articles of incorporation. So every LLC has certain documents that's required, and in those articles, it'll state if one person is eligible to be the only signer. You know, like either one. It'll either say all signers have to sign for the sale. Like I did an investment, for example. I had an LLC, and there's four of us, and all of us had equal 25% ownership of that LLC. And it stated that all of us would have to sign in order to sell that asset that was under that LLC. But there are some, like I have an LLC with like my husband, like a trust or what, and it's set up to where either of us could sign for, for certain things. So it just depends on how they formed their LLC and what their articles state. So you're not dumb for not knowing that, and you wouldn't know that. So I would just call John, since Greg's the one that's confused. Just call John and be like, hey John, I just kind of assumed that both of you would have to sign, but how you formed your LLC, is it okay that just you sign on it to sell? And his articles.
Should they both know what it is though? Because
Uh
I'm the one that hasn't signed it, so when I've been talking to the boss and he talks about the other one like he's an asshole. So when I talk to
oh, okay. I'm getting them mixed up. I'm getting them mixed up. Okay,
so
yeah.
that's why like also I don't wanna I don't know, because when I was kinda asking Greg, 'cause I was like, well, who's legally like able to sign on it? But maybe I didn't explain it really well.
Well, okay. So Greg's the one you haven't talked to as much, correct? Or
Greg
no?
is the one I've been talking
Sorry,
to.
John. So
He already signed it, but he
he
hasn't
okay, got it. No, I would just in try like you're not you don't have you don't have that information. So I would just be like, hey Greg, like if your LLC is set up to where only one person needs to sign, then I'm good with John's signature. And do you want me to just have John sign everything and just him? Is that how your LLC is set up? You can just say, I just assumed that both of you would have to sign to sell an asset within the LLC. But if not, then I can just use John as the signer from here on out.
Mhm. Yeah, because I feel like now I need to know for anything that's requiring a signature going forward, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. No, no, that is a question that you do need to know. And that's something that they should know. And if they don't, we just need to look at their articles of incorporation. They're going to have to submit those anyway to title. And that's something you should also tell them. You should, hey, by the way, when we get time to, we get an offer and get pending, the title company is going to request the articles of incorporation for your LLC.
Do you think I should tell him now, or do you think that should come with that email of like, remember how you told me to create the email of like the marketing
I
info?
would tell him now. That's yeah, no, that I would just oh, by the way, just so you know, make sure find your wherever your articles of incorporation are stored, or get it from your lawyer if you have one, because title will need a copy of that once we go pending. So yeah, no, I mean, you could reinforce it in the email, but since you're talking about it anyway,
Because it
um,
almost sounds like even we're talking about it, like I just can't believe he forgot. Because he's like, how do you know we both signed? We literally talked yesterday.
well, and he may not know. I mean, because if it's been a while or they haven't sold an asset in this LLC yet, like he just may not know. You can just be like, hey, Greg, or whatever, whoever, yeah, hey, Greg, I assumed that both of you need to sign in order to sell an asset under the LLC. But if it's only required that one of you sign, then I can just, if you want John to be the signer, I'll just put his name on everything, and he can be the signer from here on out.
Okay.
So that's how I'd present it. And then I would say, oh, and by the way, make sure, just so you know, title will need a copy of your articles of incorporation when we go pending.
Okay. Well, it's great stuff to know.
Yes. Well, I'm live actually right now. So this is great because other people are probably
Oh,
learning.
really?
Yeah.
No. Perfect. Well, thank you so much. I'm excited.
Yes. Woo woo. Yay, that's exciting. Okay, cool. Let me know how it goes.
Okay.
All right, yep, you bet. Bye. Cool, cool, cool. Oh my gosh, cute. Jer, he's got cute little gnomes for his little, those are darling. It's funny, the other day my daughter was like, "What's a gnome?" And I was trying to explain it, and then she's like, "Do we have a gnome?" And I'm like, "Well, no." I was like, "Actually, wait, we do. We have a Christmas gnome. He comes out at Christmas time." She was asking about it, made me think of you. Any hoozles. So, good information. Oh, what's up, Alejandro? Welcome on YouTube Live. What's up, you guys on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram? Oh, what's up, Champion for Christ? Hello, hello. So, yes, I just had a phone call with one of the agents in the Hype Collective, and she had a question about LLC stuff. So that's super fun. Okay, next I need to call a seller client of mine, also randomly an LLC thing. I don't know what's going on with that, but so I have a client of mine who is selling her home to her daughter, and so yeah, so it's a mother to daughter sale, but the mother is the property is in an LLC, so we gotta yeah. Anyways, it's kind of a long story, so I'm just gonna call her, and you guys might learn some things um, about LLC stuff. So here we go.
Hello.
Hello, hello. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing good. I have a quick little like update slash question for you. So I don't know if you heard, I got an email from Kelly's lender. And so he didn't realize that the property is in an LLC. And so that means that in order to do like an LLC is you can't have an LLC gift funds for like the what he's doing. So in order for it to work and for those funds to be able to be gifted, the property has to be in your name before closing and have an updated title report with that. But, and it's like, we can easily do that. That's no problem. However, I don't know if that then creates any tax implications for you pulling it from the LLC before the sale. So that part of it, I'm not sure on.
Well, we didn't do any of this stuff when I sold the other house in Cardiff City. That was an LLC too, but it didn't have a gift thing.
Correct. That's why it didn't matter. It's only for the gift portion of it is why it's an issue. So because you can buy and sell an LLC is no problem, but because of the gift aspect of it, he said that an LLC can't be the gifter in that scenario. So in order to
A little bit confused here. It has to be in my name. It's already in my name.
well, the property is owned by the LLC. So obviously your name, like you own the LLC, but the property on the tax records and the title of it is owned by your LLC. And so he isn't able to, an LLC, I guess, is not allowed to do the gift funds per the laws, the rules for doing that. So only a person can do the gift funds. So because the gift funds are coming from that asset and the asset's owned by an LLC, that's why. So it would have to convert to just your name being the owner of the property prior to closing and to enable that to happen.
Okay, well, I'm not going to have that 100,000 in my hand because I'm gifting it back to him. So why don't we just forget about the gifting part and just charge whatever?
Yeah, the only part, so I mean, yes, in theory, the numbers, like let's just say you sold it for $100,000 less, but then they like the equity piece of it wouldn't be there, and so it would skew their mortgage payments because they're not coming up with that down payment. So I mean, we can have them run the numbers and see if they could afford that payment and if that would work, but that would entirely change their loan status because instead of having a property that has, what is it, 70, 80%, or excuse me, 20 to 30% equity in it, it would then be, they would have to either come up with a down payment or change their loan terms essentially because that 100,000, that transfer of that gift is for the down payment versus when you wipe it off of a purchase price, that significantly will change their loan terms, if that makes sense.
No, none of it makes sense. What do you want me to do?
Well, so we can easily take like as far as on my end of it, on title's end of it, it's just some paperwork to transfer the house from your LLC into your name. What I want to make sure is having you talk to your finance guy and say, hey, if I take this out of my or your tax guy, if I take this out of my LLC and transfer it into my name, is that going to have any adverse tax issues for me? I hope and I don't think it will, because again, like I said, we can switch that no problem on the paperwork on our end of things. I just want to make sure that that doesn't mess you up, on the back end of things as far as how it's calculated or how you're taxed or anything like that. And I don't think it'll matter because you're not technically you're not gaining on it, right? So there shouldn't be, but I just want you to double check before we just go ahead and move it from being owned by the LLC into your actual name.
Well, asking my tax person is easier said than done. This year, I changed my tax person to somebody with H&R Block, and they stopped working the next day after taxes were due.
Oh,
They won't work. They won't come back to work again until next year. I don't know what month, but
gotcha.
when it's tax season again. My old tax person, the one I used the year before, I'm never wanting to speak to them again. They
Got
screwed
it.
me over big time.
Okay.
The one before that divorced me.
Oh. Oh man.
I used him for years. I mean, he wasn't my husband. It's just,
I know.
yeah. He said, we can't take on your business anymore. You don't make enough money.
Oh, well,
What?
darn.
$100,000 a year isn't enough money?
Oh my goodness. Well, they're with the big wigs now. Oh goodness. Okay. Well, what I can try and do, because I mean I have some resources. I know tax people and all that. So maybe what I can do is I'll make a couple calls on my end and just explain the scenario and see if they're like, oh yeah, you'd want to check this or check that, and at least give us an idea. Do you have a financial planner by chance?
Yeah, he's with Morgan Stanley.
So that actually, I would highly recommend, asking him that because he's on at least the financial end of it. So why don't you give him a call if you can, and just tell him the scenario and ask him if he knows of any negative consequences for doing that, and then I'll make a couple calls too, and then we can reconvene. It's not like urgent. I mean, we want to get working on it so that like all of that can process and title can handle that transfer in time, but it's not like if it doesn't happen, this week that we just need to make sure that that gets taken care of prior to closing in order to do what you guys are intending to do. So,
I'm
so
not certain on how to ask him. I don't really understand this. Okay, what does it do to the LLC then?
Well, it doesn't do anything to it. It's just because the loan is backed by, like Fannie or Freddie Mac, it's a rule that they have about not like they don't allow an LLC to gift funds. They only allow a person to do it. So it's not gonna you moving the asset from the LLC into your name isn't going to do anything to the LLC. It's just going to be that the LLC doesn't own that anymore. You own it personally. So
It's like I've suddenly earned $100,000.
Um, that's the piece where I'm not technically qualified to answer that. So that, but it's not necessarily that. That's the question that I want you to ask either a financial planner, a tax person, or whatever. That if it's going to reflect as that, or if you're selling it, you're turning around, within a couple weeks and selling it, and you're not actually earning that $100,000, you're not actually seeing that. That if that like cancels it out, or doesn't apply, or if there is some sort of effect on you or your taxes if you do that. That's why I want to make sure we get the answer to that question before we do that. Because like I said, as far as transferring the title, that's no big deal. Like that on our end, but on the tax end, I'm not sure. I'm not qualified to answer that question and say yay or nay whether that would have an impact on you.
Well, I have another thought then. So they're taking out a loan for what, 400,000,
Mm-hmm.
and so they're paying interest on 400,000. Why don't we just leave it at that and privately after sale of the house, I get $100,000?
Yeah, it's so I will talk to the lender about that. Like, hey, if we did it this way, what would that look like? Because, like I said, so numbers wise, it's the same, but as far as their loan goes, like if they're getting a loan for 400,000 and there's no like their payment and their loan type and their debt to income ratio and all of that is going to be impact it's going to be very different because they don't have like when they secure that loan it's going to be a value of 400,000 or whatever. Like they don't get that equity in it because they bought it at 400 and their loan is 400. So that's like 100% financing. That's a lot different than getting financing at you know 80% of the loan. So yeah, it's going to impact their interest rate, their debt to income ratio, and the ultimately the equity that they have and the loan amount based on or loan amount compared to the sales price. But let me ask him, like, let me just talk to the lender and see, hey, if we did it that way, so that she didn't have to take it out of her LLC and we didn't do a gift and instead sold it for $100,000 less, how would that impact Kelly's loan? And is that even workable? And would it change significantly or not for them? So let me find out on that. I know it's a lot, but it's real. Like I said, it's not hard to change that. It's not hard to change it. It's just all I want to know is that if we do to keep everything the same, and all we're doing is moving it from your LLC to you owning it in their name because of the legalese part of it that we have to satisfy. If it doesn't impact you or your taxes, then like that's easy. We can do that. It's just paperwork. But I want the answer to that question, and then I'll also ask the lender if, hey, if we just don't change any of that, the ownership, and just sell it 400 instead of 500, then would that negatively impact Kelly on her end and their loan? So let me find the answer to that question, and then we can go from there. And if we need to talk with the finance people, then I can help you do that. Well, I'm happy to. Like if we did a three-way, if we get to that point and that's what we have to do, I can get on a three-way call with you and I can explain it to them if you would like. I'm happy to chat with them about that. So yeah, so let me work on that. I don't want you to stress. You don't need to stress. We'll figure it out either way. It's just, if we jump through this hoop or that hoop essentially to make it happen. But it's a roadblock, but it's not anything we can't figure out. So Well, no, they all well, I mean, I don't know how much, cash or anything, but as far as the loan goes, they were just gonna use the gift funds, and then they're coming to the table with their closing costs. So they didn't because of that gift amount, that's their total down payment, and then they're paying their own closing costs. So correct. Correct. Yeah, it's I know, like, the numbers wise for the loan amount wouldn't change, but when you have a loan like, if you have a sales price at 500,000 and $100,000 as a down payment, the ratio of that, you've got 80% of that total amount is loaned out and 20% equity, right? If you're, in that scenario or roughly just to make the numbers easy, that is a different loan. You're going to get different options, and your interest rate's going to be different versus if the if you're getting 100% financing versus 80% financing, even if the numbers are the same, even the sales price and the numbers are the same, if the entire loan, that's a higher risk loan, which means you're going to have a higher interest rate on that. That's a higher risk to the bank if they're loaning out 100% of the purchase price versus loaning out 80%. So that's why even though the loan amount's the same, that sales price difference is going to affect them somehow, whether that's interest rate or, they have to adjust the loan to, what their debt to income ratio is. And so it'll likely increase their monthly payment, even though the loan amount's the same, because of the difference in how much is being not how much is being loaned, it's the same amount being loaned, but how much it's sold for and how much equity is considered in that equation. So I know it's a lot of like verbiage, but let me just find out what that would be. Because if it doesn't change it very much for them, and if maybe it isn't much of a difference for them to get 100% financing, but I have a feeling it would definitely impact their monthly payment if they're getting 100% financing at a $400,000 price versus putting 20% down on a $500,000 purchase price. No, 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 not at all. We'll figure out which route we can go. The ideal scenario, in order to keep everything that we have planned the same. Ideally, we would just switch it from your LLC owning it to your name, and then hopefully, like I said, because I'm not qualified to answer that question, but hopefully it doesn't have any negative impact on like how you would be taxed, or that it's showing on paper that you made a certain amount of money. But that piece is just the only piece I don't know. So I can find out the answer from the lender that we need. And then also, like I said, I'm happy to talk to your financial person, or I've got a couple contacts that I can reach out to as well. So let me work on that before you stress. You don't need to stress about it. We will figure it out, and I'll make sure that no one's eating it in the shorts, based on what we got and what options we have. Sure. Well, well, you are the signer. You're the owner of the LLC. So you're the authorized signer on it. So it doesn't your LLC isn't changing. It's the asset owner name is changing. So as far as paperwork goes and all of that, like your LLC won't be impacted. You're just removing it. Essentially, it's like a sale without paying anything. It's just you're transferring it from the LLC name that owns it to just Patricia Lawrence's name owns it. So it really all that's changing is what's on paper, essentially, of quote unquote who owns that title. So it doesn't impact your LLC at all. It's just removing the LLC and putting your physical name in there. No, not right now. Let me find out on the lender side what implications it would be for Kelly if we just kept everything the same, but made the purchase price $100,000 less. Let me find out on that, because if that's an easy switch we can do and it doesn't negatively impact Kelly, then like that might be easier. But if that doesn't work for the numbers, then I will call our financial people and ask that question. I mean, if you wanted to call a lawyer and ask, you could, but technically, again, like you said, he's not the finance person. He's just the lawyer. He drafted the LLC for you and, made sure all of that was correct, but he may not even be, authorized unless he's familiar with like tax law, real estate law. But, he could be maybe a resource we reach out to, but I don't think you need to call anyone right now. Let me find out some answers for you first, and then we can circle back. But I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. You don't need to stress about it. We just need to find the solution that minimizes impact on both of you guys. I promise it's not as, no, you shouldn't. This stuff is a little convoluted, but that's, when you got LLCs and investments and assets and all those things, you just have to jump through the legal hoops of all of that. So we'll figure it out. There's always a workaround. All right. Well, I will get back to you shortly here. You're welcome. Bye. Whoo! All right. Fun stuff today. Lots of legalese. Hello. That's okay. Thank you. It's giving history. I know my headphones, my wire got loose, and now I can hear people when I plug them in, but they can't hear me. So I've been having to use my phone against my ear instead. But thank you for letting me know. Yes, by the way, if you are interested in working with investors, but maybe you don't have as much experience, or you don't know how to vet them or to provide value, lucky for you guys, in the Hype Collective Vault, I have a whole investor systems folder that you can access for scripts, vetting questions, how you can actually help investors with whatever it is their goal is, whatever their investment type is, all the things. So anyways, how you get access to the Hype Collective Vault is you join the Hype Collective membership. And what's awesome about that is we've got 3 pillars of value for you within the Hype Collective. And the first is I do live group coaching with you twice a month, every second and fourth Tuesday of the month. So that's live. We've got Q&A going, lots of different topics that you guys are needing help with in your business. So we do that twice a month. And then the vault here that you see, there's just some screenshots that we took of what's inside. And there's tons of resources, scripts, systems, processes, anything you can think of that would help you is in that vault. And then the third pillar of the Hype Collective is our community. So you get access to a private area on my Discord channel where you can collaborate with everyone that's in the Hype Collective. And there's a virtual office in there that you can hop on 24/7. You can at the entire Hype Collective, ask people to come in and join you, work with you, practice scripts with you, get referrals, send referrals, network, all the things. So something in place. Oh, thank you, Jer. Let's see. Yeah, it's just the wires are loose at the right here is I think the problem. If you can see. Anyways. So it's just this guy. It's not the headphones. It's this dongle, I think it's called, an adapter. Any hoozles. Okay, so you guys, we are problem solving right now. Bum, 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 bum. Let me see what I can set up. Okay, and right now, by the way, speaking of the Hype Collective, you can get 20% off right now because our first, so this is a pre-early access discount for you guys. So 20% off, use code HYPE20 to get 20% off right now of the Hype Collective. So go run and grab that before that discount goes away. and we will dive into this. So next, I'm going to be making a call to the lender in this situation. So if you guys are just joining, I have a mother selling a property to a daughter, and she's gifting funds to that daughter through the equity of the house, but the mother's LLC owns it. And so, but you can't, an LLC, based on Fannie Freddie Mac rules, an LLC cannot gift funds to a buyer. It has to be a person. And so the lender's saying, I need that asset, that home, instead of it being owned by the LLC, I need to have it be owned by the mother, and it has to be in her name. And that's fine. That's easy enough for us to do. We can do an addendum for that. Title can make that switch. However, we need to make sure that there's no tax implications for moving that asset from her LLC into her name. So that's the issue that we have. Because I'm not a licensed tax professional or financial planner, I don't have that expertise to be able to advise her on that, which is why I'm like, hey, you need to talk to your financial advisor for that. Really, really important when you're a real estate agent to not, give tax and financial advice, and make sure that you talk to the right people about those types of things. Now, I have knowledge of it just because I've helped people. I've helped investors. I've worked with LLCs. I've done all that in the real estate space. But at the end of the day, know your limitations, know what you are legally allowed to say, and what advice to give before you tell people what to do. So that is super important to know. Okie dokie. All right, so let's call that lender. The T, you guys, important listener, need to stay in your lane. Absolutely. All right, so fun stuff, you guys. This is the behind the scenes, truly, of what goes on and what we do as real estate agents. And at the end of the day, just be a problem solver. Like, even if you didn't know the answers to those things, like going through it and actually just doing the things and talking to the right people and being a problem solver, that's all it takes, right? Like, you don't have to be afraid to lean into some of these situations that you haven't. I mean, I learn stuff all the time with real estate, but because I'm confident in my problem solving skills, like, pick them up. Like, I'll take on whatever it is that the issue is. Like, for example, I haven't specifically been in this exact situation before. So I'm just going to call the right people and figure it out. So let's call Scott. He is our mortgage guy on this deal, and find out what he has to say. I found another one that you bought me, chair. And another one. What have I been doing? Chair, you don't have to replace it. I have two more. Okay, he didn't answer. I'm going to text him right quick. Hey, Scott, comma, it's Jen Grandjean, period. I got your email about Patricia needing to move the property into her name. Can you give me a quick call when you get a chance? Question mark. Okay. Cool. All right, guys, let's get these headphones set up. Number one, you might be like, Jen, it's 2025. Why are you using a wire cord? So glad you asked. I'm trying to avoid EMFs as much as possible. And holding your phone, like having it touching your body or touching your head, not the best. Am I a specialist in those things? No, absolutely not. But I've done my own research, and I'm trying to avoid electronic devices close to my body as much as possible. And also, yes, your Bluetooth headphones emit EMFs as well. Not the best for you. All right, so here we go. Okie dokes. Awesome. Sounds good. Also, we have some buyer leads in my CRM system that we need to call, and I have agents I need to call. So lots of things to do before my kiddos get home from gymnastics. Speaking of, my husband just sent me a video I have to watch really fast. So cute. You guys, Goodwill, Goodwill for the win. I found her like 5 different gymnastics outfits for $3 each. Okay. And they look brand new. So mom win. If you need gymnastics leotards, that's your place to go. Because at the gymnastics place, they're like $40. I'm like, excuse me? $40 for a freaking outfit that she's gonna grow out of next year? No, thank you. Not that anyone needed to know that. This is a real estate channel, Jen. Why are we talking about kids' gymnastics? Great question. Okay, plus she can't pull the trucker logo to the near. Yeah, you know what? Absolutely. This is how I feel right now. Anyways, you guys, this is one thing I've learned. Okay. There's investors, there's people out there doing things, and like there's stuff that they don't even know. I don't know. Like those of you that have been on me those of you that have been on here with me for the last, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes that I've been on here, I had a call with an agent on the Hype Squad that had an LLC question about an entirely different situation that we were talking about. And the 2 people on that owned the LLC that owns the property she's helping them sell, they didn't know, like, well, do I have to sign too, or can only one of us sign? Like, investors don't always know all the things and the legalities. You may think that they do, but not all the time, especially if they're newer investors. It's their first property, first or second property. I mean, we're learning new things all the time. Like, so just because someone says they're an investor, like whatever, it doesn't necessarily mean they know the legalese or like tax implications or all of those things. So it's our job, if we want to provide value to our clients, to help them problem solve, which is why I offered to my client. I was like, hey, it'd be good to talk to your financial planner about this, whatever, your tax person. And she's like, I don't even know how to explain it to him. I'm like, okay, no problem. I can get on the phone. I can explain. We can do a 3-way call and I can explain the situation and find out for you. So that's how you provide value to people. That's how you get referrals. That's how you make sure that your clients are getting taken care of and that they would absolutely choose you again. Oh, and by the way, this is a repeat client of mine. I helped sell a different investment property of hers like 4 years ago. And when she wanted to make this deal happen, she called me back. So fun times. All right. We need Scott to call me back, the lender. And how do I invest? Eric, that is a great question. Send me a DM, schedule a call. LLC, lots of legal confusion. Yes, there can be, but you know what? There's always someone that has the answer. And if you are confident in problem solving and, talking to the right people, you can do a lot of different things. You don't have to be a specialist really in things like this in order to make it happen. I mean, obviously you have to know enough, but the biggest thing, or like the best way to learn, is to just do it. If you want to buy an investment property, okay, have a good real estate agent, have a good tax person, go find someone that can help set up the LLC, or learn how to set up an LLC on your own. You do not have to have a lawyer set up an LLC, especially if you're going to be the investor, like you're the sole owner of that LLC. Now, I do suggest getting a lawyer involved to draft the documents if you are partnering with anyone on an LLC. That I do recommend. That is worth the money. But if just you, like I've set up my own LLCs before. It's actually not as scary or as hard as you think it would be. It takes a little bit of research, but you could go set it up right now. I think it costs $100 to get an LLC set up and filed with the federal government. So anyways, just FYI, but this is the kind of stuff, you guys, this is very niche down, right? This is specifically like investment type stuff, but we have a whole investors folder in the vault. And that's just one tiny piece, one section of the entire Hype Collective vault that we have. I'm going to just read off to you all the different things that are on here so that you know. All right. So when you get access to the vault, when you join the Hype Collective, we have all of these folders in the system here. Okay. Of all these things. And these folders open up to more folders and more documents and all the things. We have mindset and sales psychology systems, buyer systems, listing systems, ChatGPT courses, client retention and loyalty systems, the investor folder that I was telling you about, lead conversion, lead generation, leveraging systems, luxury systems. If you want to break into the luxury market, here is your strategy to do that. We have marketing and social media systems. We've got open house systems, productivity systems, scripts, vault, and tools and templates for you guys. Oh, I'm getting a call back from the lender. Here we go. Hello, this is Jennifer. Oh, hi there. How can I help you? Doing good. How can I help you? Okay. First of all, that was an AI bot. I could totally tell because she answered a question that I did not, or she answered a question I did not ask, and then said something about you were in a car accident. I'm like, no, I was not in a car accident. Anyways, okay, moving on. I thought that was the lender. It was not. How do I invest in the real estate market? That is a really broad question, Eric. What would you like to invest in? Do you residential, commercial, multifamily? Do you want to do short-term rentals, long-term rental? Do you want to fix and flip, buy and hold? Tell me a little bit more about what it is that you would like to do. Yes, you can set an appointment with me. Yeah, if you seriously want to invest and you want to learn more about that, definitely reach out, and I would love to help and set you up with an agent in your area. Okay, cool. So if you guys are just joining and you haven't heard about the Hype Collective, we are doing a pre-launch early access discount code for you guys. So you get 20% off using code HYPE20 to get access to the Hype Collective. And the Hype Collective, I'm super stoked about. We are having our first group coaching call starting next Tuesday. So we are less than a week away from our first group coaching call. So it's not too late. And also, this 20% off discount code is going to go away. So be sure to go in and grab it. It's HYPE20 to get 20% off. You get group coaching with me live twice a month. You get access to this vault that you see on the screen that has a ton of resources for real estate agents, systems, processes, scripts, social media marketing, all the things. And you get access to our Hype Collective community within my private area in my Discord channel. So you can collaborate with everyone that's on it. So this is not just like a pre-recorded course that you watch and never finish. This is not just a Facebook group. It's not just here's the tools and good luck. Hope you have a good life. This is all of those things jam packed into the Hype Collective membership. So you get those three pillars of the live coaching, get the tools and resources, and you get access to the community. So this is a full send. The systems, the strategies, the accountability, and the constant just being in with, yes, like you get, of course, my live coaching and things like that, but also just the community itself. And I'm going to be continually doing interviews for you guys and doing my podcast, which I launched. It's called The Hype Seat, where I'll be interviewing both real estate professionals and just industry, like real estate related type stuff, to constantly be giving you guys perspectives from people that are that have figured out this real estate thing at a high level, and just to give you even more perspective. So constantly trying to think of ways to help you guys to level up your real estate business. So the Hype Collective is a great membership. If you know that you need to invest in yourself, you know that you want to level up, you know that you have what it takes, but maybe you just don't have the community. Maybe you don't have the right tools or training or systems. And maybe you just don't have that continual coaching and someone that actually cares about your business that's there for you, to help you continue to grow and to push you. It can be very lonely in the real estate game, even if you're in an office where there's lots of people around, right? But it's hard if there's not some sort of community aspect and consistent coaching and accountability training, things like that. And every brokerage has some training, right? Like there's not a scarcity in trainings out there, but it's not like it's not always modern and up to date, and B, it's sometimes doesn't include like the actual tools and the systems of how to go do it. Yes, they might say, okay, this is how you work with buyers, here's the contracts, whatever, but like I find that there's kind of a lack of how to actually build the business, how to stay consistent. What do I do with my schedule? How do I time block? How do I make sure that when I wake up every day, I know exactly what to do? So there's so many different aspects of building a business that it takes, and we help you focus on the right activities because you absolutely have to take action every single day. You do need to be accountable to yourself, obviously, first and foremost, but there are ways like the Hype Collective community where you can plug in and have a better accountability system other than just yourself, right? Most of us come from a W 2 type scenario or job where, like, we had a boss that told us what to do, when to be there, and, held us accountable and all of that. And then all of a sudden, when you're on your own, and you have to be accountable to yourself and no one's telling you what to do, that can feel like, whew, like overwhelming, and like, what do I do? And it's just harder to stay consistent with a lot of those things and doing the right things on a regular basis. So this is designed with all of those pitfalls that real estate agents can fall into. I took all of that in mind, and that's why I created the 3 pillars of the Hype Collective to help mitigate some of those pitfalls that real estate agents fall prey to, which is why, close to 90% of real estate agents either fail or get out of the industry within the first couple of years of when they get licensed. So I'm trying to decrease that percentage and be a part of the solution, because I don't think that it's I don't think what it is that 90% of real estate agents don't have what it takes. I think what it is that they don't have consistent coaching. They don't have the tools and resources. They don't have the community around them to help actually guide in the right direction. Now, I'm not here to say there's no one right way to sell real estate. There's no, one specific brand or one way to do anything, but you do have to have a way. It helps you to pick and have clarity around what your goals are, who your ideal client is, and how you're going to go about lead generating and following up with those leads, and have everything make sense and have a clear pathway into how you are going to achieve whatever goals that you have. And so that's something that I love to do. I do that on a consistent basis with the agents that I currently coach and train. And what I found is that you both have to have clarity around your goals and why it is that you want to sell real estate. Why do you want to make $100,000, or whatever it is that your goal is? So having that why, creating emotion and purpose around why it is that you want to achieve that, more than just, oh, I want to make money, right? There's got to be a reason behind it, and then have that fuel and help you narrow down, okay, from goals to then, or your why first, then what are your goals around that why, then what are your strategies, and then what are the tactics that you're using to achieve those strategies, and then what does your daily schedule look like? And so that piece and in creating that roadmap it can be difficult if you don't know, like, you don't have someone helping you guide if you've never done it before, or maybe you're just off track and you get shiny object syndrome, which a lot of real estate agents have. So that's why I created the Hype Collective, and you can get 20% off right now. So run and go do that, because that discount is going away. Potentially before next week when we launch our first group coaching meeting, but go get that now. It's Hype 20 to get that 20% off. And here's the lender. Let's talk to him. Okay, here we go, you guys. Hey, Scott, how you doing? I feel like it's been a scramble of a week. Uh, yes. Mhm. Ah, for the gift stuff. Yep. Mhm. Mhm. Gotcha. Sure. Okay, so I talked with the seller, and here's the thing. I can handle that. Like, that's easy, title, whatever. We can do that. But what I don't know, because I'm not a financial person, what I'm not sure is, like, is that going to have any sort of impact on, like, her being taxed, or, like, you know showing that, like, she made a certain profit or anything like that. That's the part that I wanted to make sure that somebody that had the credentials to answer that for her. So anyway, so I can talk. She's like, I don't even know how. She's a little bit like what? This is confusing. I'm like, it's really not. It's simple. So I may hop on the phone with her and her financial person to ask, but yeah. Mhm. Right. Yeah. Mhm. Right. Yeah, yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, she does. She has actually I sold a property, an investment property of hers a few years ago, and it was a different LLC. So she has multiple stuff, but again, I think it might be oh, no problem. Yeah, no worries. Okay, bye. Okay, so, he had to give me a call back. So I didn't quite get all my questions answered, but, um so, anyways, he was just re-explaining what I already knew, which is the fact that Fannie and Freddie Mac do not allow an LLC to gift funds to anyone. So we have to either change the property out, take it out of the LLC and put it into the seller's name. Or, which I don't think this is going to work, or switch up, like not do gift funds, reduce the purchase price, and I don't think that's going to be the route. Um, Oh, am I still is my music on? Oh, I don't have any music playing. Do you guys hear music right now? Hmm, I didn't think it was playing. Can you guys okay, if you guys are in the chat, let me know. Do you guys hear music playing? Because earlier on my live, like, couple hours ago, I had music on, it sounded fun, but I didn't think I had it on right now. So let me know if you can hear something in the chat. So let me know, you guys. Hi. Let me know if you have any questions about all that. I know this stuff is kind of heady, but yeah, we're just problem solving right now. Yes. Yes, you can hear it. Okay. So I am gonna try and fix that for you. Background music. Let's turn that off. Okay, see, now I hear it because I played one. Hmm. Okie dokes. Okay, so I muted that. Can you guys still hear it? Okay, can anyone else besides Stylish Bear hear the music? Anyone? Can you help me out really quick and just say, no, I don't hear music, or yes, I do? That would be super helpful. I appreciate you. No music here. Okay, cool. I was gonna say it's not saying that it's playing, so all right. She probably has music on somewhere else because she's a little music girly. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate it. Sherry, are you in the Hype Collective? Everyone that's here, are you in the Hype Collective? Do you have questions about the Hype Collective? Where are you at in your business? Do you feel like is there anything you need help with right now or anything that's missing in your business? Because I want to make sure and tackle all of those things. And what's really cool is when you guys sign up for the Hype Collective, I send you out a questionnaire to answer some questions about where you're at in your business, the things that you do need help with, maybe areas of opportunity, gaps, all sorts of different stuff. Hype Collective for life. Yes, baby. So I want to know, like, what is it, that you guys that are real estate agents, what are you struggling with right now? What are the objections you're having? Because in the Hype Collective, I'm going to go over all of that. And so I read all of those. I read all of those questionnaires, and then that helps dictate and formulate what we talk about in the live group coaching sessions. Um, Eric, reach out. I would be happy to connect you with an awesome one as well. Um, yeah, I mean, do you know that broker? Do they sell a lot of real estate? Are they helpful? I mean, I would totally love to help you out with whatever investments you want to make and connect you with an agent that's in your area. Happy to do that for you. So shoot me a DM or schedule a call with me and let me know what area that you're looking to invest in real estate, and we will get you set up. Stylish Bear, I hear you. However, two other people said that they don't hear any music. So are you sure that you are not playing music in the background on your device? Because I checked my platform and nowhere it's not playing music anywhere. So she's like, Jen. I'm like, I know, I asked and no one said music was playing. All right. Okay, the next thing I need to do, you guys, is I have a client that is so here in Florida wants to rent a property. And what's interesting is that I know a lot of states, real estate agents help people with rentals. Where I'm from in Oregon and Washington, we don't really do that. That's like not really a thing. But here in Florida it is. And a friend of mine, their dad is looking for a rental in this area. And so I need to call one of these places and make sure that they offer compensation to a real estate agent for helping them find a property for the particular apartments that he's looking at. Um, do, 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 do. She's like, here's the proof. Yeah, that is so weird, Stylish Bear. I believe you, but are you sure it's not playing somewhere else on your device? Babes, it's you, it's not me. um, Technology, love to hate it. Absolutely. All right. All right, what am I doing? I need to call all these people. Let's freaking go. All right. Where is the phone number? Hopefully the office is open. Over here, it is past 6 o'clock. So, office hours. Oh, dang it. I literally just missed it. Okay, whatever. I'm going to leave a voicemail and say we want to go look at it tomorrow. Okay. Let's call. I wasn't paying attention. I'm on the phone. Hi there, my name is Jennifer Grandjohn. I am a real estate agent, and I actually called and spoke with somebody probably about a month or so ago. And I think I input my information about a client of mine that is interested in taking a look at some one-bedroom apartments, ideally on the ground floor. And he is now in town. And so I was calling to see if we could set up a time to have him come take a look tomorrow, which would be Thursday this week. So if you could give me a call back when you get a chance. Also, we were wondering if you guys do compensation for agents helping out their clients, or kind of how all of that worked. So if you can give me a call back, my phone number is 813-469-7966. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. Cool. Okay, so I still haven't memorized my Florida number, and so I always have to look at my notes every time I leave it because I still don't have it memorized. Okay, I went on live and it's still there. Oh, weird. Lady and your cousin. Well, Eric, reach out. Where you said on the coast. Which coast? Where do you want to purchase real estate, and what are your goals? Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. All right, what's up? If you're just joining, we are chatting all things Hive Collective. And if you are in real estate and you don't have coaching, you don't have the right tools and resources, and you don't have a community of agents who are focused on being accountable, that want to be successful, that want to level up, and you're lacking in any of those areas, that's exactly why I created the Hive Collective. So we have three pillars of it. You got the live coaching with me twice a month, every second and fourth Tuesday. You have this Hype Collective vault, which is insane. My team and I are constantly adding to it and improving it. And it's like things that are modern, systems, strategies, scripts, ChatGPT for real estate agents, investor stuff, luxury stuff, lead generation, lead follow-up, tools, templates, all the ingredients, what you need to help you in your real estate business, and the community where you can connect with everyone that's a part of the Hype Collective 24/7, utilizing the Discord channel that I give you guys access to. And there's a virtual office in there that you can collaborate with people on a regular basis. So those three pillars, if you've got that in your corner and you invest in yourself and you show up, you implement and stay consistent with these things, you know, your business could look a lot different just by being a part of the Hype Collective and engaging and implement what we talk about and what we coach and train on. So if there's any piece of your business, or maybe you're not out where you thought you would be at this point in the year, it is not too late. You do not have to minimize your goals or decrease what you thought you were going to do by the end of this year. Why not level up? Why not, it's honestly not even a risk. Like if you think about the math and the numbers of what it costs, if you sold one extra deal just by being a part of the Hype Collective membership, it could, at minimum 2x, but probably more like 5 to 10x your investment into it. Because right now I'm doing a discount code for 20% off. So regularly it's $199 a month, but with 20% off, it's about $160 a month. And most people's, like if your average commission check is $10,000, you're 8x, was that 7 or 8xing your investment into it just by whether you implement a strategy from this vault that we talk about, whether you get a referral for somebody in the Hype Collective, whatever. Like there's going to be so many different ways to increase your opportunity and to level up your systems, your strategies, your scripts, your confidence, your brand. All of those things and more are in that vault. Plus, we're going to be talking about them in real time twice a month on my live group coaching calls. And you're going to have 24/7 access to the Hype Collective in my Discord channel. So all of those areas are designed to help support you, encourage you, keep you going, keep you accountable. And that's what the Hype Collective is all about. So if you don't have those things in your business, you don't have that type of support and help and training and coaching, here we are, Hype Collective, 20% off right now. Hype 20 is your code at checkout. So how you get there is you go to my profile on any of my social platforms and you click on my Linktree link, and the very top button is the Hype Collective. So when you click on that, it'll bring you to a web page that tells you all the things that you get. And when you go click buy now, it'll take you to the checkout page. You want to make sure that you input the coupon code first. So Hype 20 to get that 20% off. Click apply. It'll put that discount in for you. And then you can either choose to pay monthly or you can pay for the full year upfront if you got it like that. So, all right, the next thing I'm going to do really quick is I need to call the leasing office for this other apartment complex to get something set up. Here we go. I'm leaving a message. Hi there, my name is Jennifer Grandjohn. I am a real estate agent and I have a client that is in town interested in the apartments there in Sentosa. So, wanted to check with you guys what your availability is for a one bedroom and also ideally ground level. So, wanted to find that out and then see if there was any time that we could come take a look tomorrow, which is Thursday. So feel free to give me a call back when you get a chance. My number is 813-469-7966. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. Cool. Okay. Dunzo. On to the next. We're doing real estate. We're following up with leads. Hey, what's up, Brad? I'm sure your course is closed by now. No, it's not. You are not too late to join the Hype Collective. Is that if that's what you're talking about? And I'm giving you 20% off. So go grab that code HYPE20 to get 20% off right now. Our first live group coaching session is next Tuesday. So it is not too late. I am giving you guys an early access pass, an early access discount code to join. So it's not too late and would love to have you in there. I might have to borrow from the vault for my classes. Are you from Texas? It's on the coast of America. I am not from Texas. I'm originally from Oregon, and now I live in Florida. So, but if you are looking in Texas, I have a couple agents that I know that would be happy to help you invest in the Texas area. So let me know. Kind of what your strategy, what your plan is. Feel free to DM me, schedule a call with me. But yeah, we have agents in Texas that would be happy to help you out. And Eric, are you also looking to get into real estate, like be a real estate agent, or are you just looking to invest? Let us know. Alrighty. Okay, next I'm going to be making some new lead calls. To some new leads that popped into my CRM. It's dialing. Call failed. Okay. Okay. Next. Okay, Jer, I see you called somebody. I'm moving it to active lead because it looks like you talked with him. Next. All right, it's dialing. Hi there, this is Jennifer Grandjohn, and I saw you had reached out about some properties in the Happy Valley area on my website. So I wanted to find out if you had any questions or you were where you were at in your home search. Oh, South Salem. Okay. Okay, yeah, for some reason it sent me the Happy Valley area, but are you only looking in South Salem or are you looking for other areas as well? Oh, okay. Okay, great. And what specifically are you looking for? Okay. 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 Perfect. And then how many bathrooms do you need? Okay. And then any other like must-haves in the house? Oh, are there any other things that you need the house to have? like square footage or okay. And then so like 3,500 square feet plus, and then kind of what price point are you hoping to stick within? Okay. And then are you gonna planning on paying all cash or are you gonna be getting financing? 20% down. Okay. And then is it gonna be owner occupied or is it gonna be an investment property? Mm. Oh, okay. Or well, like, so are you gonna be oh, go ahead. Second house. Okay. Okay, cool. Oh, good for you. I don't hear that very often. Awesome. Okay. And then do you have a good lender you're working with? Yes. Do you have a good lender that you have to get that pre-approval letter? Uh-huh. Mhm. Oh, got it. Okay. Okay. So are you working with a real estate agent right now? Is an agent helping you? Mhm. Right. Mhm. Especially that big, I bet. I bet it's hard to find a 5 bedroom. Yeah. Right, right, exactly. Mhm. Okay, well, what I can do is I will set up a search for you and see what I can find. Um, okay, like Turner area as well. Okay, so I'll look south. Mhm. Okay, so if you did, does it need to just be like a small lot, or like how much acreage would you want? Okay, so 1 to 3 acres. Okay, okay. So I'll do some searching for you, and let's see here. What's a good email address for you? The email address. Oh yes, this is my cell. Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah, let's do have you do that, and then I'll make sure to email you. So just so you know, sometimes when I email out the properties, it goes to your spam folder. So I'm gonna set up your search right now, and so within the next 5 minutes or so, I'll email you. And so if you check and you don't see it, it's probably in your spam folder. So you'll just want to save me as a safe sender, and then they should start sending to your regular inbox. And then how soon do you wanna try and like, do you are you, like, ready to go now and ready to write? Mhm. Sure, sure. Okay. Sure. Yep. I totally get that. Yep. Okay. Well, I'll do that, and then what I typically like to do is like we can set up a Zoom appointment too, and kind of go over things once we kind of get an idea of what you like, and I can go over my process and everything. Unless if you're already working with an agent, I don't want to step on any toes, of course. But if you're in the market for an agent, I would love to chat with you. Sure. Okay. Sure. Sure. Okay. Great. Great. Okay. Okay, perfect. Well, yeah, I'll do some research for you and send you what I'm seeing, and then and I'll probably set up two different searches, one for a house and then one for maybe some vacant land just in case, we find something for you that you can build. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, send me the address. I'll actually call up the agent and I will just say, "Hey, call me if anything falls through. Call me first so that because I've got a buyer for you." So I'll talk with her that or whoever that agent is as well for you. Okay. Awesome. You're welcome. All right. Bye-bye. Sweet. There you go. Love it. That was a great convo. So, oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so we don't social leadership. Proud mommy. I recommend you join the Hype Collective. Let's go, girl. We talk about that stuff all the time in the Hype Collective. Lead generation and lead follow up is one of my favorite. Those are my favorite topics to talk about and help agents with. Um, the main thing is that you pick 2 to 3 lead generation strategies and you build a schedule and a system around those things, and then you implement and you are consistent with those. So there's no one size fits all for real estate agents, and I coach and train my agents not to do something specific because it worked for me, but like what appeals to you. Do you like hosting events? Do you like open houses? Or do you like cold calling? Do you like social media? And so you pick 2 to 3 of those things, get really really good at those things, and not put all your eggs into one basket, but also don't get distracted by all these things. So this is exactly what we talk about in the Hype Collective. And right now there's a 20% off code for you guys because our first, this is a pre-access code. It's 20% off Hype 20 at checkout to join the Hype Collective so that you get all the things in here. So I'm doing live coaching twice a month, every second and fourth Tuesday of the month. Then you also get access to this vault that you see. And I just took some screenshots of the things that are in there. But we talk about so many different things to help you in your business. And this vault are the actual tools, the systems, the processes, the scripts, the strategies for you to implement. And then we also give you access to everyone in the Hype community within my Discord channel. So there is a virtual office in there that you can collaborate with everyone. You can get referrals in there. You guys can practice scripts together, like collaborate, do all the things. So many different things. Yes, it's giving history. Lots going on in there, but go grab 20% off because that code is ending soon, you guys, as soon as we start. And actually, I may even shut it off earlier than when we start, but for sure, that discount is going away. It is going to be full price definitely by Tuesday next week. So go grab that and check that out. So you get there by, if you go to my profile page, you can click on that my Linktree link, and that first button is the Hype Collective to go see everything that you get included and apply that discount code first before you check out. Where do you sell real estate, by the way, if you're still here? I would love to know. Also, so yeah, I just got off the call. I was making a cold call. It was the first time I talked to that person and had a great conversation. All right. Yes, I will call those agents in one moment, Stylish Bear. There's some new leads that popped in. So I need to make those calls and also set up this search alert for this buyer. Okay, looking in South Salem. All righty. That looks good. We want single family. So if you guys are just hopping in here, I am setting up a search for a lead that I just talked to. And he has a budget of up to 1.3, which is cool. He needs 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. So let's just see what that gets us. Not very many. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, and he doesn't want... Sweet. Okay. Hi there. Fabulous. Thank you so much. Bye. I just emailed you. It in your inbox or spam. I will call the listing agent for the red shale. Okay. Sweet. So I need to follow up with this person tomorrow. Okay, we're going to be calling agents in just a moment. Oops, because I need to make notes. Spoke with the, okay. All right, 5.3. Up to 1.3 mil. 1% down payment or a lot. Ah. Okie dokes. Almost ready to go. So if you are just popping in here, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hi, hi, hi. Just ask the ASMR of it all. Do you guys like that? There you go. That was just funsies. I wasn't actually typing on that, but the ASMR is ASMRing. I'm going to call this agent real quick. And then we'll move on to calling other agents who need to know about the Hype Collective. Hey, Nick, this is Jennifer Grandjohn, eXp Realty, giving you a call about your pending property on Red Shale. I know that, I have a client that's super interested, but obviously pending. So I was just calling to see kind of where you're at in the process and if things are looking good so far. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So it's looking pretty good. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll just kind of keep an eye on it. But yeah, just so you know, I got a very interested client. So if for some reason something falls through, we'd be happy to pick it up for you. Holy cow. That's amazing, and that especially in that price point. I mean, it's a beautiful property, of course, but, you know, that's good for you. That's awesome. Mhm. Sure. Mhm. That yeah. Ah, yep. Oh, jeez. Lose it. Yeah, I get that. Yep. Well, I mean oh, I bet. It's a beautiful property. Well, hey, congrats on that, and yeah, I'll keep an eye on it and, for sure. Okay, perfect. All right, good to know. I'll let him know. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Bye. Cool. All right, good to know. Let's freaking go. Okie dokes. Let's make some calls, shall we? Oh, thank you, Jer. I will turn down my headphones. Okay. Sweet. I know, Jer Bear. It's annoying. Okay, so I'm gonna go all the way back, not to Cali, but back to I think February last year or March. Haley was the last person I spoke with. So let's keep it rolling. You guys, if you're just joining, I'm going to be calling some agents. You're going to hear more about the Hype Collective. And see if they want to join. It's dialing. Okay, on to the next. He didn't answer. No problem. We're calling Ebony. No answer. On to the next. All right. Come on. Come on. There we go. She didn't answer as well. Just kind of see what it sounds like. Yes, let's chat. Adiel also didn't answer. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 7 on the East Coast, but it's only 4 on the West Coast. Let's chat. Darn it, no one wants to answer my call. Okay. There's how to reply blanks. Cool. Okay. Text that agent. What's going on? Don't mean to ignore you guys in the chat. Hi, hi, hi. Just a few of ya. Hanging out, having a good time. All right, on to the next one. Let's go, let's go. Rebecca. All right. On to Shalina. Let's do this. Darn. That's all right. We keep going. Hello, this is Jennifer. Oh, hey there. It's Jen Grandjohn. We spoke last year. You had scheduled a call with me. I'm with Estate of Jen on TikTok. That's probably where you found me. And I was just calling to see how real estate was treating you. I'm good. It's been a minute. Oh, okay. Mm. Oh, you're fine. It's been, I've heard like, I'm watching from afar and I'm like, man, it just seems a little rough right now. Uh-huh. Yep, yep. Well, are you so that but that's good though. I mean, if stuff is taken off for you and you said it was at life insurance, so that's going well and are you like sticking with that or are you trying to transition into real estate or do both? Okay. Uh-huh. Well, yeah. Right. 100%. I would agree with that. I think if you're like just getting started, going out of state, especially if you have like the resources and all that, and you find a good team and people you trust, then it mitigates some of that risk, especially going out of state where it's a little easier than California to make it happen and actually have margins to work with. So that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Well, actually, everything that you're trying to do, I think would be a really good fit. So I know when we talked originally, when you had called, we talked about the Hype Squad, which is like the organization that I run. I still do that. I've got people that are like licensed over here and all of that. But I am launching a group coaching membership for people. You can be licensed anywhere. You can be located anywhere. And essentially, what it is I do group coaching for it every single month, twice a month. And then I have a vault of tons of resources, systems, processes. And I actually have a section for investors, and it's designed to like help you as a real estate agent, help investors. But if you're an investor yourself, that stuff would be super valuable. And it's funny you actually mentioned that, because I have a podcast and I'm going to be interviewing somebody in our company that does investments really well. Like he's now up into like multifamily, like 50, 60, 70 unit multifamily, and wealth of information with all that. So that would be super helpful for you. Just kind of, trying to get into it, make sure that you're, and he does it out of state. So he's based in Virginia, but does investing out of state as well. So so definitely I'll let you know when I interview him, so you can listen in on that. But so anyways, the Hype Collective, we got all of that, and I give you guys access to everyone in the Hype Collective in my Discord channel. So essentially, you've got like the community, you've got the tools and resources, and the live coaching twice a month. So that I'm just launching. We have our first group coaching call next week. So if you want to be a part of that, yeah. Okay. Well, what I'll do is I'll text you the link. I'm doing a 20% off code prior to launch next week. So I'll text you that code to get 20% off. Normally it's $199 a month, but the 20% off will get you 160 a month. And I'm telling you, the vault itself that my team and I have created is worth it, because we're constantly adding to it and there's a ton in there. And I give you instant access to that as soon as you get signed up. So really, really excited about it. And I think for the kind of all the different areas that you're working on and wanting to do, I think it'll help you level up for sure. Okay. Yes, I know. I'm glad we reconnected. I know it's been a little bit, but I'm glad to hear you're doing well. And yeah, I would love to help you kind of level up and get more deals going on the real estate side for sure. All right. Awesome. Okay. Well, so good talking to you. I will text you right now all that info, and you let me know if you have any questions. You're welcome. Have a good rest of your evening. Bye. Love her. Oh my gosh, you guys. So much fun. Let's get another one. Another one in there. Okay. Let me send that out right quick. Hmm. Okay. Let me pop this in here. Oh, let me write this down. Okay. Para. Okay. Greedy do. I need to find her. Okay. Hey, Jer. I am texting you this person's number. Can you get me their info? Okay. Do, 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 do. Who is this? Oh, Stylish Bear. Oh, am I getting a referral? Let's take a look. Oh, perfect. Let's freaking go. Michael, we're sending him a video text. Hey, Michael, it is Jen Grandjohn. I saw that you needed a buyer's agent to help a client of yours in the Wesley Chapel area. I live not too far away from there. Would absolutely love to help out. I run actually a team here in Florida called Grand Group with our company, and I also run a couple teams on the West Coast as well. Been in the real estate game for over 13 years. So would absolutely love to chat with you about that. So feel free to let me know if you have any questions or want to hop on a call. I'll leave all my contact information below for you. Hope you have a good day. Bye. Okay. Cool. Thanks for that referral, Stylish Bear. Fantastic. Thank you. Okay. Okay, we're putting a star by Shalina's name. Boom, boom. Sweet. All right, let's get her this link and we'll be off and running. All right. Sweet. You guys, the beauty of multiple streams of income is a real thing. What do we got? What do we got in the chat? I work with both buyers and sellers, and most of the agents that I coach and train also do both. We are a one-stop shop. What was I doing? Okay, I sent her the information. On to the next one. Sierra, this beat is automatic, supersonic. Who are we calling next? Who is this? That is not an agent. How about Shelby? Let's freaking go, Shelby. Let's have a chat. Hey, Shelby, this is Jen Grandjohn with Estate of Jen on TikTok, and we spoke. You had scheduled a call with me, I think it was last year, and so I just wanted to see how real estate was treating you. I am. So much going on. I feel like I'm like, this year has been so different from last year, which I am all about. Yes, me too. Me too. Well, good. How are things? Things picking up? Are you having a good kind of kickoff to the first of the year? Yes. Yep, yep, for sure. Good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I wanted to let you know I'm actually so I know when we talked originally, I had my hype squad, which I still have, where in order to get access to all of that, someone you'd have to change your license over and you'll be a part of our organization. But exciting news! I'm launching a group coaching membership where you can be licensed anywhere and located anywhere and be a part of it. So I'm going to be doing two group coaching sessions live twice a month. And then my team and I have been creating a vault of tons of systems and processes, scripts, templates, social media, chat GBT, like tons of stuff, super helpful for agents right now. So you get instant access to that. And then we're going to, continually be adding to it. And then I also have created a private area in my Discord channel so that everyone that's a part of the Hype Collective gets to collaborate in there and send each other referrals and all of that. So wanted to let you know about that. And I'm doing a pre-launch discount, a 20% off discount code for anyone that's ever scheduled a call with me. I'm letting you guys know that that's available to you. Yes. So the regular cost is 199 a month, but with that 20% off, it's for the entire year. It would get you that 20% off. So 160 a month to get access to all that, the vault, the coaching, the community, and all of it. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, good. Good, good, good. I hope they're helpful. So yes, and actually, did you check out? I don't know if you got the emails. I actually interviewed Chris Heller yesterday on my podcast. He's the former CEO of Keller Williams, and a lot of really good stuff for agents right now, and just you know tools, tips, tricks, all the things. It was a great conversation that is on YouTube that we just posted the replay. So definitely a good one to check out. And then yes, I will text you that link. It's a website. It'll tell you all the things you get, and then at checkout you can apply that discount code. I'll text you all that info so you have it. Love it. Yes, absolutely. For sure. I get that. Totally. And that's what, I had enough people that were like, oh, like, can I be a part? So that's exactly why I created this. Cause I'm like, okay, I know people benefit from it, but don't want to, handle the move and all that it takes for that. So this is the way I can get you plugged in. Thank you. Yeah, I'm super excited. I think it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have a good time. So I will text you that right now. Oh, go ahead. No, I actually just moved last summer to Florida, so I'm totally other coast. Yeah, so I got a new number. Now my phone, if it's like a number I haven't called in a while, it keeps defaulting to my new number. So I'm like, I'm getting all like that. So yes, I know like I forget that it dials out now. It's like it makes it my default for in my phone. But yeah, so I still have my Oregon number, but I just figured, it's far enough away that like if I'm calling Florida people with an Oregon number, they might think it's spam. So awesome. Absolutely. Okay, cool. I'll text you right now. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free. You can shoot me a text or call me anytime. Yep, you're welcome, Shelby. Have a good day. Bye. I love my agents so much. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's text Shelby and then we'll call the next. Okay, nope, not the right thing. Oops. let's get her the link. Dunzo. If you guys don't know about it and you have Mac products or Apple products, you can copy from your computer, paste to your phone, and vice versa if they're interconnected. It is the absolute best thing ever. So just a heads up if you didn't know. Okay. All right. What do we got in the chat? What's going on? What's up? What's up? If you're just joining, I am making calls to all of the agents who have scheduled calls with me in the past few years to find out about my coaching. And I'm super excited because the Hype Collective is now open to any agent, any brokerage. You can be located anywhere. So if you're like, Jen, I need your energy. Jen, I want your coaching. I want your tools, your resources. I want to be a part of the community. Now is your time because I'm giving you guys an early access 20% off code, Hype20, to get access to it because our first live group coaching call is going to be next Tuesday. So go grab 20% off before that code expires. You go to my profile link on any social platform. My Linktree link, the very first button is going to be the Hype Collective. So you pop in there. And when you go to checkout, apply the code HYPE20 to apply that discount. And then you can either pay monthly or for the full year up front, whatever works best for you. If you have any questions while you're in here, pop them in the chat and I will answer them for you, no matter where you're viewing and tuning in from. And I'm going to keep dialing. Okay. Okay. I am hungry. I think it's been a minute since I've had any food. All right. Andrew, what's going on? It's ringing. All right, on to the next. Yes, so I'm originally from Oregon, but I live in Florida now. Eric, to let you know. Sophia, what's going on, girl? How are you? Welcome to the chat. What happened? Okay, voicemail there. On to the next one. I kind of miss the background music. had it on for a while, and I liked it. Shalandra. That's a pretty name. Ooh, we're getting into January of 2024 of agents who have scheduled a call with me. This is exciting. Just trying to flow right in my house. As my ringtone ring is even more fitting now. That is hilarious, actually. You guys, if you are in real estate, I know I say this ad nauseum. If you are in real estate, please, for the love, have a voicemail like that's your voice, that's personalized. Hi, this is Jennifer, whatever, with XYZ Realty. Sorry, I missed your call. Like whatever. Don't just have it be the generic. You have reached 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just pro tip. Also, social media profile should say where you sell real estate. Let's call Renee. Nine, 2, 5, 3. Okay, on to the next. Emma. Hey, Emma, this is Jen Grandjohn with the State of Jen on TikTok. We spoke, gosh, it's probably about a year ago, about real estate. Yeah, how are things going for you? Oh, gotcha. Okay, okay. What are you up to? Mhm. No, girl. Okay. I'm so glad I called. No, you can do this. Like freaking and you talk to people every day. Like, okay, let's get you back on board because there's so many things that I've got going on right now that could absolutely help you in a few different ways to plug in. So let's get your license. I actually have an awesome agent in Vegas. His name is Manny and I want to connect you with him and like just kind of get you going and like have somebody because it feels like especially if you've got like no one kind of there, you don't have a community and all that. So I would absolutely love to help you kind of get going on that. Let's go. Oh, you're fine. Good for you. Hmm. Like study stuff. Yeah. Okay. Have you heard of Prep Agent? Okay. Gotcha. Okay. For sure. It does, like, they have flashcards, they have videos, they have practice set, like, there's just, whatever way you learn, they just have all the different things to reinforce it. So, are you done with your schooling? You just have to get the test? Oh, girl, you gotta go pass, so you don't have to redo it. Okay, we are getting this done. You're not letting this pass because the schooling is, oh, no, thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna text you Manny's number. I'm gonna tell him that we talked. So and then so reach out to him just because and he's so awesome and really really nice. He's like more than happy. Like you could come with him. Like he goes to broker tours and he does lots of stuff. So like anytime you can go with him just to kind of get you, into it and get you a little bit more excited because I know that this stage of it is just boring and not fun. So, but if we get you out there, I think that'll kind of rejuvenate you a little bit. Oh, absolutely. No, I'm glad we reconnected. It was good timing. No, so I'm gonna text you his number, and I'll text him yours if you're cool with that, and you guys can connect. And then, if he's got something going on, he would be more than happy to like have you come along if you can. Oh, by the way, I would love to, what is it like being a dealer in Vegas? Like, is it so fun or is it like not? Hmm. Hmm. For sure. Things get in the way. Okay, well, I'm here, girl. We got you. Let's do this. So yes, if you get so if you get prep agent, because I think you can do either 1, 2, or 3 months, I believe, with that subscription, but just the 1 month. Okay. So yeah, I mean, honestly, if you just hit hard and just like 1 hour a day or whatever, like just doing something in there, like you'll be fine. And you know the things that you have to, the math or like whatever. Also, okay. Well, like I can hear it in your voice. I can tell it's like what you want to do. It's just you just need a little kick in the butt. So that's what I'm here for. Um, so Vegas is also very funky, which is why I also want you to chat with Manny because every time, because I have a few agents in Vegas that are on the Hype Squad, and like it takes a while to get your license process. So ideally you get that test done as fast as you can because then like the process to get everything set up and he can help you navigate it because it was a bitch for like for him and every agent I've talked to in Vegas has been like, oh my gosh, it's so annoying. So but obviously getting your test done first, that's the priority. um Perfect. Yep. Yes, I highly recommend go book your test now. Give yourself a deadline. That way, you'll be more motivated. There'll be some pressure to study and get it done because you know that you have it booked and it's like on the calendar. So go schedule it and then study your ass off and go pass it. Perfect. Yay! Okay, look at this. Good. Okay, so keep in touch with me. Like, feel free to text me, like, Jen, I did my studying this week, or like whatever you need to get it done. And then, yeah. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Okay, yay. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye. Sometimes we need a kick in the booty, and I'm so glad. Like, that was perfect timing. Let's freaking go. All right, Emma. I'm gonna call Manny right now. Oops. Why did I call him on my secondary? Default primary. Hey, hey, hey. What's going on? Good. What are you up to? Ooh. Their bread dipped in the blue cheese dressing is absolute heaven. Mhm. Okay. So, good news, I have an agent, her name is Emma, that is in Vegas. She's a blackjack dealer. And she moved from I can't remember where, and she was licensed in the state that she moved from, and she has 2 months left to get her license before the schooling that she passed expires. So, I gave her a kick in the booty to, like, get that done, but I told her I would connect her with you, because she needs to pass. I told her, "Go schedule your test now for, like, a month from now," and so she's gonna go schedule it, get it done, so, and I was like, it's kind of a bitch to get everything set up in Vegas, like it's like all the licensing stuff. So I was like, Manny is going to be your guide to help you through that. So if you're cool with that, maybe just, shoot her a text and introduce yourself. That would be awesome. Sweet. Oh, have you heard, by the way, from our other kind of people in the pipeline with Stephanie and her brother? Gotcha. Yep. Gotcha. Okay. Do you think I need to follow up with him at all or Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, keep me posted if you need anything on that. Otherwise, I'm gonna text you Emma's number right now. Shoot her a text and just let me know. But yeah, she's super excited to get going. So yeah, yes. Yeah, I do remember. What was her thing? Did I talk to her? Oh, okay. Okay. Good for her. Wow. Good for her. Get licensed. Yeah. Okay, cool. Good. Good. Sweet. Okay. Fabulous. I see you out here. If you need me to like pop if you want me to follow up with her, just let me know. Just text me anytime you want me to reach out or whatever if you need. 100%. 100%. Can you if you want me to reach out, just can you just retext me her number if you have it and then I'll make sure I reach out to her and just check in. Okay, sweet. Yes, I remember that name. Mhm. Oh, okay. Hell yeah. That's awesome. That is a nice one. What do you got going on right now? Anything in the pipeline? Awesome. Good. Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. Oh, absolutely. You're like, in fact, yes. Awesome. Oh, sweet. Couple more. Yeah. That's awesome. Killing it. Keep it rolling, baby. Oh, did you see? I interviewed Chris Heller, the former CEO of Keller Williams, yesterday. Did you see that? Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're on that chat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me know what you think. I'm going to be interviewing some more people in those spaces. So yeah, it'll be fun. Yes, I'm excited. Right? I know. Like first one, hell yeah. That is the stylish bear. You know how she is. So awesome. Cool. Okay, well, thank you for that. I just text her your info. I'm gonna text you right now so you have hers. And yeah, let me know how it goes. All right, cool. Absolutely. Thanks, Manny. Talk to you soon. Yep, bye. My hype squad is the freaking best. If you guys didn't know, I gotta call this agent back. Hey there. Hi. I just getting back to you. I'm waiting to hear back from them to see if they can make that happen for tonight. So I will let you know as soon as I hear back from them to see if they can make it work. Oh. Oh, it's okay. Oh, sorry, you said you want 6:30 and not 6 o'clock? 6:30. Got it. Okay, perfect. Let me just double check. And then as soon as I hear back, I will let you know. Yeah, you're welcome. Bye. Okay, got a request for showing. That just came in. Okay. It used to be hype for life. Jer, that would be hilarious. Okay, cool. We've got a long list today of calls. This is fantastic. Love this. All right, let's keep it rolling. If you are just joining us, welcome. Hello. We've been doing all the things today and having a great time chatting with agents. So I'm calling all the agents who have ever scheduled a call with me, interested in my coaching and what I do for training and all the things, to let them know about the Hype Collective, which I am launching. We have our first group coaching call next Tuesday. So I'm letting them know about all that. So you guys are probably learning as I'm on the phone with people. But super excited about it because you guys are going to get live coaching with me twice a month, and you're going to get access to this vault that you see, which is an insane amount of tools and systems and resources and scripts and ChatGPT courses and like all the things to help you in your business. And you get access to the entire Hype Collective community within my Discord channel where you guys can collaborate and send each other referrals and all the things. So super excited about that. And you get 20% off because we are launching next week. So you get 20% off right now. So go grab that discount before it ends. It's Hype20 to get 20% off. Check out my link tree in my profile on any of my social media pages. And when you go to checkout, just make sure you apply the discount code first before you select a payment option. The code is Hype20 to get that 20% off. And then you can either pay monthly or yearly, whatever works best for you. Quill tat next week. Oh, you're going to get a tat. Yay. I love that for you. That's exciting. Sad I can't be there. All righty. Okay. Where did I leave off? Okay, we are into, oh my gosh, I almost completed all the calls all the way back to last year, January of last year, following up with peeps. Oh, and we're officially in December. Oh, okay. No, that's not. Okay, that's also not a thing. Ooh, Mallory. Haven't talked with her in a hot minute. It's ringing. Hey, Mallory, it's Jen. How the heck are you? It's been a hot minute. I wanted to see how real estate was treating you. And also, so I don't know what your plans are. I know you were considering the Hype Squad, but I actually just launched, and our first call or coaching call is going to be next Tuesday. But I also have an option. If you would prefer to stick where you're at, you can still be a part of the Hype. I just created the Hype Collective membership. So if you would rather do that and stay where you're at, then that is an option for you as well. And I'm doing a discount code because this week leading up to our launch of the first group coaching call. So let me know if you have any questions about that, or if you want me to send you the link. And I would love to just reconnect, see how things are going, and see how I can help you. Hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, let me call this person back, let them know. Hi there, it's Jennifer Grandjohn giving you a call back about that property on 127th. So unfortunately, they can't make it work today with their schedules and kids and all of that. Is there any chance you could go tomorrow? Yes. They're pretty flexible. They just said, anytime, like, we can make it happen tomorrow. So is there a certain time that you think that would work for you or your clients? Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Bye. All right. On to the next. Stylish Bear. You'll be happy to know I am now into December of 2023 of calls. Let's freaking go. Oh, she's not even in here. Whatever. What's up, Jamie Lynn? Welcome. Sophia, you've been around for a minute. Girl, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, what's this? Oh, that's exciting. Okay. Getting distracted. Back on task. All right, Milena. Oh, sad. No longer in service. All right, Jerry, you're going to have lots of notes to input into the CRM system for me. Hope you're ready. Hope you're excited. Wait, what? That's weird. Another number out of service. That seems sus to me. To have two numbers in a row? Is that just a coinky dink or is that legit? If it happens 3 times, I feel like maybe there's something wrong with my phone. Cool. On to the next. How about Carly? Let's chat. Jer, I got your text. Love it. And thank you for the default thing. I appreciate that. Carly, Carly, Carly. All right, you guys, I have about 15, 20 minutes left. So if you have any burning questions for me, if you want to know some things, whatever, let me know. I'm going to be, keep making some phone calls here, but I want to answer any of your questions. If you are interested in the Hype Collective, you want to know what I coach on, what I train on, if you want to hear more about what's in the vault, that you get instant access to as soon as you sign up. If you want to know about the Hype Collective community within my Discord channel that you guys have access to, like any of it, let me know your questions. Let me know the types of things that you want help with in your business, or what are you struggling with, or whatever it is you want to talk about. Also, I have a podcast now, you guys. I'm officially on Spotify, and my podcast is The Hype Seat. So if you or anyone you know would like to be interviewed by me and get on the podcast, let me know. I'm specifically looking for, you don't have to be in the real estate space, but like preferably like anything personal development, business development, real estate related, like anything that would help a real estate agent. So any industry involving that. And then anyone either, like, of course, always open to talking to, high level, like top elite people in those spaces, but also maybe if you're an up and coming, person like on the way towards the top of your game, I would love to talk to some people like in the middle or on your journey, because I think a lot of us, all we hear a lot on social media and these podcasts are like people that have reached the top, the pinnacle. And there's this big gap though between, where a lot of people are and like where they're trying to get. And so I think, to hear people on podcasts that are, somewhere in the middle of that, a little more relatable maybe, would also be of value. So if there's anyone that that would be interested in being interviewed, or if that's you, if you feel like you have some value to give and you want to talk about any one of those topics, I would love to interview. So DM me if you or anybody in the Spotify girl. Yes. Saw Fed today, keeping interest name. Yes, I know there's been a lot of talk around interest rates. I'm hoping and praying that we get below the sixes this year, but we'll see. We shall see. There's a lot of things that factor into that. So we've got so much stuff going on, you guys, that you can get plugged into. And first of all, definitely go join my Discord channel. That is, I have a public area. So I have a private area for the people in the Hype Collective only, but I also have a public area. It's free. You can get on there, collaborate with hundreds of real estate professionals in there. A great place to network and get referrals, give referrals, and learn more. You can also sign up for my newsletter. So I send out, a couple emails a month and give you guys tips, tricks, tools, resources. Also, you can find out about all my events in that newsletter. Speaking of events, every single month I do a Follow Up is Forever live webinar on Zoom, and that is free. You can register for that at my link in profile. All my stuff that I'm talking about, you can find in that link in my profile. But register for it, because every month the series or the topic is Follow Up is Forever, but I go off into different tangents and aspects of follow-up, because it is the lifeblood of your business in real estate. If you do not have a follow-up system, if you don't do it consistently, if you are, constantly thinking, well, I don't know what to say, or I feel like I'm bugging them, or I don't want to be too pushy, like all of that, this series, this webinar is for you. And every single month I do different topics. So it's not the same thing over and over again. So you want to make sure and hit that every single month. What else do we got? We have obviously the Hype Collective. So we're launching that, you guys, next week. And so right now you can get 20% off of the Hype Collective using code HYPE20. You want to get in with this. If you are at all in your business, if there's any area of opportunity, which like everyone has an area of opportunity, but if you need a community, if you need the tools, the resources, the guides, the support, if you need the coaching, I'm going to be doing it twice a month, every second and fourth Tuesday of the month. I will be live with you guys doing coaching, and there's going to be plenty of Q&A time. There's going to be plenty of time for you to give feedback. I'm going to be doing some hot seat stuff with people in there to give you some one-on-one time as well. So check that out. You guys get 20% off using code HYPE20. What else? Oh, I just want to show you guys really quickly, for those of you who have not seen a little sneak peek into the vault. We've got so many things, so many resources, and we're constantly adding to it. So this is a little sneaky peek preview of all, I didn't mean to click into that. I clicked into ChatGPT. So all of these folders in here, you guys, of things that you can, and then when you click on, for example, when you click on one of these, it opens up even more folders. Okay, so I just clicked on the investor systems folder that has even more folders. Buyer consult systems. Okay, then you've got documents within each of those folders. So like this is multifaceted, multi-layered vault where you get so many resources in here. We've got mindset and sales psychology, buyer systems, listing systems, ChatGPT courses, client retention and loyalty systems, investor folder. We've got lead conversion systems, lead generation systems, leveraging, productivity, marketing and social media strategies, open house systems, a scripts vault that has hundreds of scripts and tools and templates for you. And I upload all the replays from my coaching sessions in here in case you have to miss one. No big deal. You can catch it in the vault. And then obviously, we've got a private area in my Discord channel for the entire Hype Collective community. So you guys can collaborate and stay in touch, hold each other accountable, all of the things. So typically what I find, because I coach and train real estate agents all the time, and I'm talking to agents. I am a real estate agent myself. I am, also in production, so I'm not like a removed coach. I actually know what's going on. I have a pulse on the market, what people are struggling with, what objections that we're handling, schedule issues, the leverage stuff, the productivity, all of that. I'm in it. And the reason why I created the Hype Collective to have three major pillars is because all of these three things, these three pillars, are designed to help support you in all of the gaps or the areas that agents tend to fall off or get distracted or end up like quitting or failing. And so part of that is the consistent coaching. I am in your ear twice a month, every second and fourth Tuesday. So you have the constant coaching and real life, real time. The next piece of it is the actual tools, the physical processes, systems, tools, scripts, all of the things that you can actually take from that and implement into your own business. And then the third pillar of that is the community aspect of it. So that's, the accountability, the networking, the, building relationships and collaborating together. So the community, the actual physical systems and processes and whatever, and the live coaching on a regular basis. So those three things are specifically designed to help you in whatever area you're struggling with, whatever gaps that you have in your business, whatever things that you need to level up on. It's designed to kind of all encompass those things that most real estate agents struggle with. So, and it also, it's for any area and any stage that you're at in your business. So it'd be phenomenal for brand new agents. I mean, you're going to get all the things that you need and more to get started. But also, maybe you're into it. Maybe you kind of have a good groove with your business, but you want to make that next jump, or you want to make your first hire, or maybe you want to grow a team. All of these tools and these systems and what we're going to be talking about is going to be really good for you to help in whatever that next step is. So it's designed so that, no matter where you're at in your real estate game, that you're going to get massive value. And my team is constantly adding to this vault. And I'm constantly going to be asking you guys for feedback. What else do you want? What's, if there's anything in this vault that, you don't see that you want, we will create it. We will make sure that we get you everything that you are asking for. And also, when you sign up, there will be a questionnaire for you to fill out, and it's going to tell me a lot in-depth information about what's going on in your business, what you want help with, what you want to talk about in those coaching sessions. So an insane value, you guys. And right now you can get it for 20% off by using code HYPE20. So go grab it. That code is going to go away here pretty quickly. So go grab yourself 20% off of the Hype Collective, and you get to be licensed anywhere. You don't have to transfer your license. You can be with any brokerage. You can be located anywhere on the globe, for that matter. So cannot wait to connect with you guys. I'm so excited for our very first coaching call live next Tuesday. So that's going to be our kickoff coaching call. A lot of fun things planned for you guys. So make sure you get in and get yourself 20% off with code HYPE20. All righty. My fam bam is almost home. So please pop it in the chat. Bum, bum, bum. If you have any questions, any things you want to talk about, let me know, because I'm about to go, but it's been real. It's been fun. All right. Deep, do, do, deep, do, do, do. No worries. He is going to get back to me on a time tomorrow, period. Are there any times that don't work for you? Question mark. Okay, cool. My husband's funny. Okay, so let's make maybe another call here before my fam bam gets home. I'm gonna look at the location. Oh, Shoot, they're literally almost here. Okay, I'm gonna try and sneak in one more call, see if we can connect with somebody. Let's call John. Hello, this is Jennifer. Hi there, how can I help you? Another spam call. All right, you guys, I gotta go. So if you are, oh, what's up, Jessica? Dang it, I have to get going. You just popped on here. You have probably heard me talk about this ad nauseum. I love it. And she still shows up. Okay, so I've been calling you guys this entire, I'm just gonna, wait, I can't see the screen. I have called these many peoples today. So many, a full page of people to let them know about the Hype Collective. So you guys tell a friend, sign up, tell a friend, go get 20% off using code HYPE20 to join the Hype Collective. I am super stoked to get launched next week. On Tuesday will be our first kickoff group coaching call. So go check it out. And you can tell the friend the code. It's specifically for the people on live and anyone I'm calling right now that has ever scheduled a call with me. But I'm not gonna be mad if you give them the code for you being here and being a part of it. So go check it out. Check out my profile link. Sign up for all the things. The Hype Collective's there. My newsletter. The follow-up is forever, free event every single month on the third Tuesday of the month. Go check out too. I just interviewed Chris Heller, the former Keller Williams CEO. So really, really great conversation I had with him. You can check the replay out on YouTube or Spotify. I just started a podcast, The Hype Seat, and that is now on Spotify. So if you guys know of anyone that I should interview or anyone you would love to get some insight from, let me know if I should interview them, and I would be happy to reach out to them. So hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday, and I will be back tomorrow. Have a good evening.